First off, the Minister, Women Affairs, in the person of Uju Kennedy Ohaneye, has petitioned the Inspector General of Police, and also she has sought a court injunction to halt the marriage of 100 girls who were orphaned due to banditry attacks in Niger State. Speaker of the Niger State House of Assembly, Abdul Malik Sarkindaji, announced last week that he would sponsor the wedding of these 100 girls as part of his Maringa, that's what it's called, Maringa constituency project. Now, according to the report, the speaker said he had procured materials for the event. And it was scheduled for the 24th of May. And he also promised to pay dowries for the bridegrooms. Now, following the outcry that trailed this announcement, the speaker explained that he was only financing the wedding and he wasn't forcing the girls into marriage. Now, the Minister of Women Affairs also came out to react to this story, and she said the plan is unacceptable and that the future of the girls should be a priority. So on Monday this week, she spoke to journalists and she said thorough investigation into the circumstances surrounding the issue will be carried out. She also said the ministry, that is her ministry, will take full responsibility for this girls' education and vocational training to enable that the girls build their own life and make up their minds as to whom and when they want to get married. All right, so this is the issue. Now, another funny constituency project people are talking about online is this senator who donated over 500,000 clay pots and also 500,000 white material. Both of them are burial materials as constituency project in Kano State. He is a senator for Kano Central District in the person of Rufai Hanga, and he said he did this because a lot of people in his constituency, you know, having challenges in actually burying their dead. And all. Gentlemen, let's talk about this funny constituency projects.
Let me start from the one of Niger.
Okay.
From the Islamic point of view, the speaker has no right. From the Islamic point of view, you are not the parents, you are not the family members, you are not the head of their family. So that one.
So you can't even marry them off.
You can't even marry them off. Constitutionally, what he wants to venture into is a criminal offense. Thank God that he has not stepped in, because he will have faced a criminal case in court of law. Then 3, which kind of politicians do we have in Nigeria? That the orphans, that they've lost their parents through Boko Haram issue, whatever, that you can put together. Okay? How many of you want to go to school? How many of you want to venture into trading? Then now give them skill acquisition that is going to make them to be empowered. Those ones that want to go to school, make sure they have a comfortable school to go to. Even if you don't want government school, try to prepare their mind for the future. Give them soccer. So what you can think is marriage. And it is not in the north, from the north central, northwest, northeast. Even there are some certain parts also doing the same thing, as they see that every girl, that whatever you study, whatever you do, you end up in the kitchen. That one is in the olden days, it has passed. They believe that is a shelter, that when a girl marries is a shelter. So no, so automatically that thinking, if it's still in the mind of a politician that has risen to the point of a speaker, and that thinking is still in the mind, then the worst of us, like Dada normally say, that the worst of us are the one ruling us. Then another one again is that the one of Kano, you see that Senator Anga, that one will not surprise me. Before, when he was in House of Rep, you remember when noodles, pack of noodles, was given as empowerment project. All those shoemakers, their plans and whatever. So it was also, so I was not surprised that the only thing you can give is how to bury them. If you want to do that, they have in Kano, they have the head of every burial ground. Yes, they have a head of every burial ground. What you just need to do, buy those clothing, put it in all those burial grounds, that anybody wants to bury there, because they normally provide a place where they can also wash the corpse here. Let it be there. This what he has just done is even being done in Agege here. We do it in Agege. When I have money, I can buy as much as they will drop it there. Anybody
for
that
anyone
that needs it will use, even gloves and whatever is always there. Even pef, it's always there. Why can't you do that? Because he wants to show as a politician. Then another thing again is this. Look, one of the reasons why Nigeria is not going forward, apart from the level of productivity of our civil servants that we talked about, major problem that we have is all these politicians. And therefore, Madam Uju, I give you thumbs up for this. This one is under your purview, like the one of the school that you run to, that is not under your purview. This one is under your purview, and the kind of suit other you've instituted, I'm also backing you. But the problem there is this: where were you? What was your plan for the girls in northern states where they've been ravaged by Boko Haram? What was the plan you have? Because if you have planned for them, this speaker
in the first place,
this speaker will not have that effrontery to say you want to marry out the children that are not your children, the children of another person. You want to marry them out, and the only thing you can do, why can't you, the money you want to use it to empower all these girls. If they want to go to school, support them. Those ones that want to venture into trade, support them. But the Minister of Women Affairs, on this one, no, I give you thumbs up.
Thank you, Mr. Shokpito.
Well, it's sad.
How does marrying someone even become an empowerment program? Like,
it's a sad reality. What Mr. Debolo said is exactly where I was going to take this from, which is the quality of our leadership, the quality of the politicians that we have out there. If children have lost their parents, and of all the things that
you can think of,
is to go and let them get married. So I looked at all the stories, and I was trying to find their ages, to see whether we're talking about 25, 26,
25,
or maybe 25, minors even.
25 will wait. So if you are 25 in the north, sir, you are lele. You know what they call lele? Nobody is going to marry 25. In Kano, in Jigawa, in Bauchi, you are 25 as a girl. You are a goner.
So I was curious about that, to see what's the age of these people. Are we talking of minors? Are we talking of people of marriageable age, or people that maybe by reason of poverty they have lele, like he said, they have exceeded marriageable age and is trying to help? Because his own story is that no, he's not trying to marry them off, that he's trying to help finance their wedding, so that
so were they looking to get married, and then you are now?
No, they ran to him. That was the problem.
Girls who had lost their parents,
they ran to him.
Say,
we want to marry
us off, but they did not have money to buy the bed, the mat.
No, and the bride is the one that will buy all those ones. Bride in the north.
So
he will also pay the dowry.
It's a very strange story. It's sad, and then the one in Kano wants to help people bury their dead. I just like, what is wrong with us? If somebody has lost his parents, shouldn't your primary concern be to establish the future of that person?
Yes.
To ensure that they do not lose that, they don't miss that parent too much, other than the emotional missing that it is. So are you therefore saying for a girl child, and this is the key issue, so to that guy, we must understand he's operating within his worldview. This is how he sees life. To him, for that child to be established in life
as a girl,
the only way is to get married. That's how he sees life, and that's why it's a tragedy that is the quality of person we have as the speaker of the legislative arm of government in an entire state in a country like Nigeria. It's a tragedy, because what that means is that this guy doesn't understand the value of education. He doesn't understand the value of vocational skill acquisition as a way of, he doesn't understand the value of teaching someone to fish rather than giving them fish to eat. He thinks that instead of teaching them to fish, he should simply send the person off to marriage, so that the person will not have to go to the water to go and fish, and then the husband can provide. So how can this person come up with policies that will help alleviate poverty and alleviate illiteracy? Niger State is the 6th poorest state in Nigeria. I'm looking at the index here. 1, 2, 3, 8 is the 8th poorest state in Nigeria as of 2022. this man is not worried about how to reduce the poverty prevalence in his state. He's trying to marry people up. And, you know, unfortunately, let's be honest with ourselves, he's not alone.
Yes.
This is just the way it is in this country. You know, to him is marrying off. If you come down south, if you want to take the equivalent, they will go and get a pepper grinding machine.
Yes, no.
That's what they will distribute. And they will say it's a
expensive
product.
And they've empowered like that.
They've empowered them. So we really have a problem in this country in that the way our political system is structured, the people that will emerge into high political offices are people that simply do not have the capacity to envision a society that can progress to the place that Nigeria needs to be. So until we fix that problem, we're going to be having the circling dodges of this world
and the hunger.
I say I've seen one. You know what Merua normally use?
That cat.
That cat that normally use. No, it's not even the cat.
Or
the
jerry can.
You know the jerry can? It has a higher one in the olden days.
With the
stick. Yes. It's tomato and it's a groundnut oil that is normally there in the olden days. When somebody would do that, put a plank and rope and call that one empowerment program. And
we've seen a whole lot of them. Was it in Cross River or Akwa Ibom? I can't remember correctly. That someone gave cutlass.
Yes, now.
Wheelbarrows as empowerment.
Yes, now.
What are we doing? Like, I don't know. Maybe we need to begin to define what empowerment should mean so that they begin to understand. And maybe there should be a lot more interfacing between those who are representing the people and the people they are representing for them to actually know what the needs of these people are. You know?
So the solution is far off. In order for that to happen, that guy must believe in himself that he owes his existence in that public office to the people.
Exactly.
But they don't. You know, they don't.
You know, it's the local government that is sharing 10,000 naira. Yeah. Or 20,000 naira. You will not put 5 people together. They will give 100,000. Empowerment. And those persons, by the time they collect the money, they will go to the market, buy fish, buy pepper, and they will go and cook for that day. And they will call it empowerment. When you have some certain people that are working at, maybe giving them 200,000 naira, they will also employ more people because they have an existing job. Our politicians doesn't even, trade that money. How much is federal government giving out to them? So if you look at it holistically, you will think that the brain of, and you know these people, they are funny people. They will never give their own children that kind of money as empowerment.
There are children that are abroad.
That is true.
Ones that are in school in UK and in London.
Anyways,
the local government chairman, excuse me, Oluomo, who is a union leader.
Yes, now.
A garage union. Yes.
Boy, let's be honest.
His kids are abroad.
Somebody that is that is standing in front of the cookies. Right? In fact, it's heaven they want to send their children to now.
Anyways, there's been a whole lot of outcry on Facebook on these funny constituency projects, and Nigerians are crying out and accusing our lawmakers of underrepresentation. Well, because of the outcry, the Speaker of the Niger State House of Assembly, Abdul Malik Sarkindaji, he has come out in a statement to say they have stopped the plans for hosting the wedding of the 100 orphan girls in his constituency, saying he would no longer grace the occasion. Thank you, sir.
He's angry.
He actually, in a statement, also attacked the Minister of Women Affairs. All right. Well, he said the minister overstepped her bounds. Okay, so for her to have come into the matter, and also seek
as a minister of women affairs in charge of girls, he didn't know what that means. That's the reason why some of these politicians, if you talk to them, you will know that psychologically they don't have the capacity and capability to lead people. Somebody that is a minister of women affairs, girls are inclusive. You now come to your state and you should not marry them off, empower them very well. So he now said it's not because it's your state, and that state is not under the country.
All right, gentlemen, our time is almost up. Very quickly.